What is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with an exciting video on the newest character being Spider-Weaver joining the Marvel Strike Force universe. But as well, we get to take advantage of the promotion here for the rest of our orbs. We're going to be taking a look at her kit and assess overall, what ISO 8 recommendation based on her kit right now. And as well, just take a quick look at things to be upcoming here, especially with this new patch 6.4 being effectively live right now. We get some additional details on some milestones, and as well as even an update on the next stage of the Apocalypse Saga. So that said, guys, Spider-Weaver, what is she going to be bringing to the table as the third original character for the game? You can see she's going to be part of the Tangled Web team. This is actually part of a meta Cosmic Crucible team, so they're going to be getting additional benefits and bonuses being in that mode. And you can see her main strengths will be damage and health. She's really going to be granting allies additional max health, but one of the key things is actually reducing enemy accuracy, as you'll see later on when she's actually charged. This is actually going to provide an opportunity for enemies to actually just mitigate damage from them. But she also has dodges, so I mean, just the synergy of those two is going to make her very, very versatile in battle, and even as a slotting character. You can see she also applies stealth to her fellow allies on spawn and generating additional ability energy when they are attacked. In Cosmic Crucible specifically, she's going to be increasing their HP and applying barrier on the spawn. And one of the best ways to recruit her is in the upcoming Web of Life event campaign. So just as a reminder, guys, this is one of the best ways to unlock a character free to play. However, sometimes you do need a built-up, diverse roster to get through it. So it'll be interesting to see what recruitment method this is going to be for what types of rosters will be involved. And as I noted earlier, with these characters coming into the game, that increase of 15% for a limited time. This might be one of those few instances, guys. I do highly recommend on saving as much power cores as you can, because we definitely want to take advantage of farming as much shards as we can for her. On top of that, I also like checking my alliance chat here, because you can see, how the alliance has been doing for the rest of our orbs. So you can see they've been trying and trying here, and I think I did see, one of my fellow alliance mates did get a 6 red here for Spider-Weaver. So tells us that, obviously the bonuses are in effect, so we're good to go there. What also helps is you can see this avatar here. So we see her icon. I always like to double check, because there's been instances for sure where the patch has been live, but then we don't see the bonuses. As you can see, Spider-Weaver's avatar ready to go. So yeah, there we go. 15% increase here, and we have 115 red star orbs. So to be honest, I want to aim for ideally a 3. A 2 or 3 red, but I think having a 3 or 4 would be really good. So we have saved up quite a bit of these red star orbs as well. Unfortunately, that purple didn't work out. Hey, there we go, got the 2 red. Let's keep going here. Let's see how our luck is today. Generally, if it doesn't go well in the first 5 to 10, I do like to switch things up and try some of the higher elite stars too, especially for these red. And like I said, it feels like the pace has been really good with these unlocks. Got the 3 right there, so that's awesome. Let's do a couple more here, and I think we'd be okay with that. It seems like my luck is gonna be running low here, but I still want to see if I can get at least a 4, because of how special this character is. And I do plan on actually likely using my cores, the 50s and the 100s, and I'll definitely be making a video on that, you guys, breaking down the statistics in terms of how we're gonna get to maximize shards of her. And fortunately, with these events, they've seen better and better as of late, especially with the last couple ones. I've been able to get, I think, a 5 yellow actually on Viv Vision as well. So I mean, those actually work out pretty good when you save out the material. So there we go, we got 15 there, built up some credits, and I do have some of these elite reds too. So let's go ahead, let's see how our luck is doing today. You just never know. Got the 4 right there. This is definitely a character that we can push more towards with the elite, especially getting a higher red on her, and she's going to be extremely versatile, especially given how she's going to be able to be a slotting character. Let's see here. So we got 4 there, got 4 here. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Maybe an elite 5 actually will be okay for us. 5 on Electro, unfortunately. Let's do 1 more here. And again, this is all just for luck, because you never know what your luck could be when you're trying this out. So no luck there. There you guys have it. Tried my best there. I don't want to use any of these higher ones, just because I do want to save them for god tier level characters. But honestly speaking, Spider-Weaver is very powerful, guys. So I mean, she might honestly be one of the ones I use later on as I build that up. But let's go ahead, take a look at her kit now, as well as T4 recommendations and what her ISO 8 potentially could be. Okay, so Ethereal Strike is her basic attack. This is, as you can see, primary target for 60% damage piercing. So this is going to bypass the defenses. If she's actually above 25% HP, she's going to bonus attack, and it's going to repeat for said percent damage health. As you increase this ability up, the actual piercing damage does go up, and the bonus attacks actually is also going to be able to clear away negative effects from a random ally, especially if they don't have any negative effects. So that's good to know. You can see here, additionally, the piercing is going to get increased with bleed being applied on level 6. So T4ing here does apply additional piercing to the primary and bonus attacks. So if we want to maximize on our damage, the T4 does make sense. But let's take a look at the rest of her kit just to see preemptively which one should be prioritized. Fateful Decision is her special. So you can see here, attacking again, primary target damage, as well as rebounding, chaining to 3 adjacent enemies for 60%. And it can also chain to stealth target. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic just to be able to apply that damage against all those that are trying to avoid damage. In Crucible, she's actually going to be gaining immunity on top of the defense up and offense up being applied here. As we level this ability up, you can see there's actually going to be a healing component granted for herself, and as well as the Tangled Web allies, and the damage does increase as well. What's notable specifically for this ability is that even the level 6, she's actually going to be healing 2 random non-Tangled Web allies as well. So even if they're not part of the meta, she's going to be providing value. And lastly, for this T4, if this character does not have charge, she's going to be gaining the charge. And as you guys know earlier from the preview, having a charge on her, she's actually going to be reducing the enemy's accuracy. As well, she's going to be able to also transfer all positive effects, excluding taunt, to all Tangled Web allies. So really, this is a bolstering ability that does damage as well to the enemies, and applying immunity, defense up, and offense up. So I mean, almost a little bit of everything, especially that important charge mechanic to ensure that she can mitigate damage for the team. Threads of Fate, ultimate ability here, attacking the primary target for 100% damage and gaining a charge. So both her abilities is going to allow her to gain the charges. She also additionally gains Safeguard and applying a stun when you get to level 5 here, as you can see. A Trauma is going to be the big noble one for this because it ensures that the stun cannot be cleansed. And lastly, the T4 here is going to provide her the opportunity to gain 3 charges. And in Crucible, it's actually 5 charges. And you'll see later that with the charges, it's going to increase the accuracy, potency that's going to be applied to the enemies there. So for sure, this one makes sense, especially if you're using Cosmic Crucible. Gaining the 5 charges is pretty much going to reduce all the damage to 0. Last but not least, Weaver of Destiny, really where the detail is going to come from with the charges. You can see on spawn, she's going to be burying herself and her Tangled Web allies. And as well, the non-Tangled Web is also going to be gaining additional health. So that's really notable, especially for slotting in with any of the other characters that you can benefit from. In Crucible specifically, she's also going to be burying for herself for 15%. So that's why the red stars is going to be important, you guys. While this character has charges, she's going to lower the accuracy by 100%. When an enemy misses, she's also going to be losing 1 charge. So the more charges you have, just more opportunities to actually ensure that the enemy attacks actually miss. You can see on spawn as well, she's going to be applying stealth right away for the Tangled Web, providing some much needed protection, especially if they're weaker and squishier. As you can see, leveling this ability up, all the allies actually gain max percentage HP boost. So regardless, it's going to be applied, and that's actually beautiful because it can be actually applicable to non-Tangled Web characters. Lastly, with this T4, whenever herself or the Tangled Web ally is attacked, she's going to be granting energy and filling the speed bar up by 10%. So it makes sense, 100%. Based on this assessment, you guys, her special, her ultimate, and as well as her passive take precedence for T4ing, because I think that's going to make the most sense in terms of getting the maximum value. And she's going to be doing a lot of things for that, right? But overall, I think from a standpoint of an ISO 8, it's going to be interesting to see where she fits in, because a lot of her abilities actually provides damage, but as well as buffs. She could be treated as, if you want to benefit from the striker, she's going to be able to actually have these bonus attacks where she can actually clear away negative effects, and that's going to help out the fellow allies. So that's an idea there. I don't know if a skirmisher makes sense, just because it would help ultimately with her, let's see here, her ultimate ability that actually does have a stun. But at the same time, I feel like with the added focus from the rest of the synergy with Tangled Web, she likely won't need it. So a Raider may not make the most sense, just because, the only ability that actually attacks more than the primary target is actually her special ability there. It probably makes the most sense just because with the skirmisher being applied to her as an ISO 8, she is going to be landing her ultimate better for a stun, but then she also gets focus additionally from the rest of her teammates, so she may not need that. I think, honestly speaking, the Striker might actually make the most sense, just because it's really her special that actually applies damage to more than one primary target. So keep that in mind, guys. It's going to be interesting how this gets applied, but I think having all those bonus attacks with the Striker is going to increase the potency of her damage. So that's probably what I'm preemptively guessing right now, but we'll likely have to see the rest of this in battle to make a final assessment overall, guys. Last but not least, just some reminders, guys. I was able to take a deep dive here as well. It looks like they finally updated the Apocalypse Saga here, so we're actually seeing a timer here starting for Rogue for the Famine Apocalypse Saga. So that's good to know, guys. A little bit over a month from now, so good to know. We don't have any details on Red Hulk yet, but I assume that's going to be quite soon as well, so stay tuned. And then last but not least, we know that there's going to be a new season starting with Cosmic Crucible, so, you know, be on the watch for that, especially with the updated changes there. So there you guys have it. Short and brief video overall for the patch. Things to look out for, but it's going to be very exciting to unlock this powerhouse of a character, I mean, Spider Weaver. We definitely got to take advantage. Save those cores, you guys, because we're going to need to farm those shards. Thank you as always. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Good luck in your guys' Red Star Orbs, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.